Hello everybody, it is time for Weekend Collage. I have my supplies out for this week's Collage Challenge, Week 8, in the hashtag CW Planner from Marguerite Miller. I will leave a link to her video below and you can find all the information you need from her video and from her links that she provides with her video. So, the prompts for today are an herb or other fragrant plant. So I went through some of my botanical book pages and I found this image of sage. It's common sage is what it said. So I want to use that. Handwriting. I always go to my vintage ledgers for handwriting. I should probably look for handwriting in some other place sometime, but that's where I always go. Ink, whatever that means to you, and then circles. So I'm going to combine them. I'm really going to play and have fun today, I think, and I hope it's going to turn out. But I have this stamp. Here's what it looks like. Just this with all of those circles. And I know I'm using a printed page, but fortunately it's black and white. So I think I'll stamp that up there and then maybe use some ink to color in some of the circles. And then I also stamped some other circles. This set from Stampin' Up, it's called Swirly Frames. And this stamp is two-piece. It fits inside, this fits inside the other, or you can use them separately. So I stamped a couple of those. And then this one, which I don't even know what company this is, but it's the same as that. So I have a bunch of circles stamped, and we'll figure out what to do with these. Next is an illustration. So I always like to use children's illustrations when I can. So, and it's a smaller page, so I look for something small. So I have these two images that I could use, and I also have these that are smaller, so in case I need, oh, they're from the same book, because this guy, yeah, that's him. These were in my binder. So I can use any of those illustrations, and this is why I chose orange ink. I think this is orange. Doesn't have a color listed on it. Oh, nope, it's antelope brown. I don't want antelope brown. Hang on. Maybe I don't have any orange ink. I know I have it in the sprays, and I could use that. This one is red, magenta. Nope, I don't have orange. Maybe I'll have to use this peach spray. Well, we'll do what we can. Oh, that's red. That's food coloring. Okay. Well, it doesn't have to be orange. I just picked it because my illustration was orange. We'll play around with what we have. And then there's a bonus of a key. And I thought, since I'm coloring with the ink, that's not really going to add an element it does add an element, but it doesn't add an item to my collage. So I might just use all of the prompts instead of substituting the key for something. Maybe I'll just add it. So I have these two die cuts, and this is a stamped image that I could cut out if I want to. So without further ado, let's go. I want to start by stamping the circles up here. It's an uneven surface because I've got pages and layers underneath this. Did pretty good. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to color these in, because they just turn solid black. But there are some other ones that I can color. So let's start with that right now. How am I going to do this with the spray ink? I don't think this will work very well, but we'll try it. Otherwise, I'll get a paintbrush out. It's not very effective. I mean, it colors it, but it would take forever. So, where are my paintbrushes? Just find one with a small brush, smallish brush. Oh, I got out this piece that I can put under it in case it goes through. I thought that the bottled ink that I had might go through the paper. I don't know if this will. This is ink, right? It's a spray ink. I'll just do some of the little ones around. And I'm just going to put a line around the page. Now it said ink, whatever that means to you. I could have found an image of an ink bottle or a pen, which I have stamps of both of those, but I'm using stamps of the circles, so I didn't want to use another stamp. Now I haven't figured out anything else for this collage, arrangement wise, but that's where I knew I wanted to put that. I think I might maybe just put a little bit down here, and it might get covered. Just add some splatters. Oh, I'm splattering on my other stuff. And most of that will probably get covered, definitely get covered, but some of them might show. And I think I will go ahead and add some to this side where the journaling will be. Okay, I definitely need to wash my table after this, and my hand. Okay, that was fun. So we have two elements, circles and ink, handwriting, and I can add more circles if I want to. I could just put on this gentleman's name. Or part of the grocery tab from the ledger. We'll figure out what works. I'd like to use this image if I could, so I'm going to cut that out and see if I can make it work. Okay, illustration, a key. Now this is another stamped image, but I could cut it out and just use it as a piece of ephemera. I figured if I use this one, I would just color it whatever color I want. So I could color it orange or blue. Oh, I've got blue right here. Handwriting. So I have, oh, the herb. I need the herb. Don't want to cover up those cute little critters. So the herb is an illustration too. And I've covered up the circles that I stamped on there. Looks like I don't really need to have the key. I love circles, so I just thought I could scatter circles around since that's part of the challenge. I've got 3 there, so I guess that's gonna work. Okay, what do you think of that? I really like those stamped circles. I'm gonna take my bit pen and draw around this because the, oh, that was a mess. It didn't stamp very well there. Okay, let's start gluing. I will start with this, and I am using Elmer's Craft Bond Extra Strength. I get it at Hobby Lobby or Walmart. Sometimes can't find it at Walmart, but sometimes I can't find a lot of things at Walmart. I needed new blades for my Cricut, and week after week after week I looked at Walmart and the peg was always empty. I could see the label, it said Cricut blades, but it was always empty. So I finally ordered them from Amazon. I order a lot from Amazon of things that I used to get at Walmart, and they just don't. I don't know if it's all because of the pandemic and shortages, but their shelf stocking leaves a lot to be desired. Tell me if it's true in your store or if it's just my store slacking. Because that's about the only store we have to shop in my area. We used to have Kmart, which I never went to anyway, but they closed. Oh, oops, this big circle has to go underneath that if I can lift it up without tearing it. I stamped these circles on coffee dyed craft glassine. It was cut-offs from the last set of journals I just made. So I got to use up some of my scraps for this. Okay, one more piece to glue down. There, I think I really like this one. I like that the color palette for this is simple. It's just a black and white, but it has orange and some blue and the browns. And that helps you focus in on this. But I also like having the orange accents around with the ink. I'm going to add a little bit of orange where I drew in some circles there. Put my paintbrush. Oh, here it is. Okay, I am going to call it good. So I'll have to finish that side of the page like I did last week, and I still didn't go back in and fill these in, so I'm going to do that today. I'll fill in both pages today. But see, I just draw the lines and the dates, and just kind of fill in a highlight from the day. Oh, my stamp, my date stamp. Today is the 27th. You're watching it on the 28th, or at least that's when it's going to be on my channel. The day I created it is the 27th. I'm going to try a little trick with this part of the stamp I don't want. So I'm going to put this thin washi tape over it. And then put it in the ink. And then take that washi tape off. February 27th, 2021. And we used an herb, handwriting, ink circles, and an illustration, but we left the key off. So there we go. That's today's. So since we're at the end of February here, I'll go through what I did for January and February. This was week 1. Week 2. Week 3. Week 4. Five. 6. This was last week's, week 7. And week 8. 2 months. And 10 months to go. Thank you for watching. I think while I have my book out, I'm going to do something to the cover page, the title page, and I can show that to you the next time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a creative day today. Bye-bye.